these two heroes can easily take you down.
Reading the chat. Skitter is pissing me off though. What can you do? maybe a little bit upset about the
30 seconds
the
to
courier dive. Who knows?
It's always something with Skitter. I gotta love the player. The type of plays that he makes outside of the game as well. He really is a character.
Find anybody? Narmel.
Looking for a ward on the mid lane. Not gonna find anything. It's on a different side to catch a glimpse of him, I believe.
The battle
Let's
begins.
See. One thing I'm worried about is this Pango from the off lane. Sure, I can understand what they wanted to go for. Put Armel on his signature Templar Assassin in the matchup against not conventional mid hero.
Right.
Marci. Panel did talk about the atomization. I see in his quick fight like phase boots and this Echo Saber that he'll turn into Harpoon, which is really nice. You lock onto a target that you can kill off immediately. But I'm a little worried about this Pangolier from the offlane now. I played this hero way too many times, and I know all the downsides to it. In terms of CS, it's not gonna be easy. First, he started good 2 out of 2, so a lot of confidence boost. So let's see how much he's gonna be able to deal with this Witch Doctor. Like, Chen's not the strongest laner. He's really strong at level 1, level 2, level 3. Then he starts to fall off compared to some other heroes. But it feels like the items that you buy from the off lane, it feels very lackluster, I would say, what you bring from the mid lane.
Yeah, and Boom kind of needing to have a much better game than game 1, right? You can't be a Pangolier and exist in this game if you're going to have a similar game to game number 2, actually, where he was
Radiant's
just like non-existent as that map.
is under attack.
Yeah, it was a difficult game for him, definitely.
So hopefully he gets off to a better start where he can kind of feel effective overall on the map.
Yeah, I think it goes down to atomization. Don't want to put too much into it. I feel like Plague Dagger and a bit more control for Hex is much better, but we'll see what he decides to go in this one. I see Bracer, Vanguard. These are pretty standard off-lane Pango items, I would say, where you want to tank up as much as possible. Early on, be annoying with shield trash as well. A lot of damage, a lot of harassment onto 9 mid lane. Mel using side blades nicely.
Not enjoying the sideways snaking, taking a lot of damage. He'll drop for first, but damage will pick it up.
This was a solo kill, so
yeah.
solo XP, solo gold.
Sock to fall into Chrysalis. Got that Jingu ready to heal if he can, and 33, not much he can do there. He's gone 1-1, of course, early on Doom. You saw a lot of harassment coming in on a 9 over mid, like you said, with the side blade. So harassment all over the map right now, and this hero's kind of going to deal with the aggression.
He's going to be able to steal potentially a rune. Yeah.
Yep.
There it is. That's massive. Gets the rebound off, gets the dispose. Now Armel doesn't have a bottle to play with. Armel didn't have bottle immediately, so wouldn't be able to bottle it. But we'll still do fine. Armel 7 and 5, a lot of denies on his side. 9's not gonna struggle as much as soon as he starts picking points in sidekick, which is your sustain, which is your damage.
King, Swashbuckle trying to steal some creeps where he can. Skitter was sitting low, but healed up with this Tango. He's also got 11 charges on that wand ready to go if they do dive him. I'll be trying to get himself a healing Lotus. He's got some help there from Chrysalis just in case they try to go his way as well. And that's no surprise. And right now, so far so good for Chrysalis. I want to say all 3 games, the lane has so far worked out.
They know, they know that Chrysalis plays the best when he is ahead, so they try to secure it as much as possible. Peter now getting pressured here. They have a lot of 1 charges. Witch Doctor also has Thangos, does have 2 points in Voodoo Restoration, didn't skill anything yet in level 2, so keeping a point just in case you need to cast. The spell that you want to max out after you get Voodoo Restoration, you are playing against Chen after all.
Radiant's
damage
courier
onto
has been
creeps.
killed.
damage. He's gonna be able to pull some creeps on the side in this top lane, which is causing a lot of problems for Tundra.
Dire's bottom tower
Cast
is
that ends
under
up bouncing
attack.
a boom. I was gonna say, you know, back in that core 1 when we saw Secret initially, and Crystal's playing a lot of that Drow Ranger, I felt like a lot of lanes would end up with him kind of falling behind. And you do see him a lot more comfortable in this
Radiant's
series when
middle
you're making a
tower is
comparison,
under
and
attack.
especially, I'd say in this third tour. Snaking is gonna end up dying here to Yamich once again. Skitter tries to help, but that Stormhammer not doing enough. At level 1, it's only a 1-second stun duration.
They're doing a really good job here in this offlane on Secret. I mean, it comes down to Sven not being the strongest laner. Tango was off to a good start with a couple of early CS, which did a push him forward. He got that bracer. Now, almost on top of CS, 25. The thing we talked about, 9 bottle, will get refilled.
Coming over with the Voodoo Restoration again. Armel not dealing with a lot of mana, but does have what's left in his bottle. Skitter again, he's sitting low. He's on the run. Yamich not a lot of mana to play with, and another salve will be popped by this Sven. So put the pressure on, and by himself, he really can't stay too far forward. And we'll finally have Snaking coming back after he filled up that bottle over mid.
One thing I noticed about Skitter is he knows these matchups so well, so he brings these earlier healing salves, which does put him in a spot where he can actually farm. If you don't have a healing salve there, bottom, 33.
33 sitting low, but Chrysalis goes into the trees looking for a Primal Spring. Might get this kill, might also get Saksa. They get both. 5-0 for Secret early on, with every lane feeling like it's doing all right.
5-0, but in terms of net worth, Tundra's still keeping up. Like, their heroes can create gold, I would say, out of nothing, especially Doom, with the Devourer, with Candle Midas that's going to come later. And then you have Shadow Demon who's going to stack, one of the better heroes to stack with. Plus, you also have Sven who can easily clear these stacks tonight.
Radiant's bottom tower
Yeah,
is
pulling him
under
back.
attack.
Armel in some trouble, trying to survive. Throws the trap down, but with one unleash, well, he's taking away all the HP from Armel. Jumped in very confidently, and he still wants to go here for the Chen. Puppy now onto the tier 2 tower. He's going to stay as close as he can to maybe get 9 hit by this tier 2 to get low, but not die. And at the end of the day, that's 2 kills for 9. That really brings him back into this matchup. And truthfully, now he's ahead. He's top of the net worth.
Does have Bounty Rune to play with. He sucks. And Yamich gonna pick up these XP runes. Very important, so you don't get overrun by enemies in short
Dire's
period of
bottom
time.
tower is under
So
attack.
9. Like, this is also a kill. I haven't seen much of a mid Marci, but I checked his item build, at least the games that he played. Sorry, skill build. Loves to put more points in rebound early on,
Dire's
just to
middle
lower the
tower is
cooldown.
under attack.
Now that he's gonna go for more inside pick. And again, Unleash about to be ready in 30 seconds. So Emperor Assassin needs to be careful. In terms of rotation, they can't really like save him. Puppy needs to have some kind of a good creep that can slow him down. Magna maybe with the Decrepify TP on a mid lane. And still with the slow with Dispose, you might be able to get the kill nonetheless. Especially now with Phase Boots, Windlace, you can chase him down, and there's also gonna be runes spawning in the next couple of seconds.
Yamich, when he's level 6, can help out. We'll get that life drain, allow Armel to survive it long enough to go off.
Rune on Marci. Super tanky.
Stormhammer and the Maledict. Boom, getting hit by that blood grenade, and he is just going to die here to Skitter. Yamich can't do much of anything to try and help out. Goes into the God Strength. They've got the Disarm with the Decrepify. Snaking, he's getting a little bit low. They've got this Healing Ward, but it's not going to be enough, as they've got the damage from the Voodoo Restoration.
Making
That's still
kill.
there.
Yeah,
Radiant's middle tower
definitely
is
did
under
not want to
attack.
take it, but you do forget that this spell actually deals damage. That was one of the things when it was first implemented.
Radiant's
in
top
the
tower is
previous
under
patch,
attack.
where I'm like, somehow I missed that, and I feel like, wow, it's a really good spell. But Witch Doctor, I'd say, is in a good spot. Might need a little bit of a kick to his ulti, like damage. Sure, we did bring that 50% bonus accuracy to it, but it feels like you'd need to like give it some kind of maybe pure damage.
Just what the doctor ordered.
Mark of Courage for the Sven. That's a great item for him. Now they're up 1,000 net worth. It was 5-0. Now it's 4 unanswered kills here for the side of Tundra as they're starting to clean up a little bit, especially with that double over mid.
Boom really
holding onto the shield room, ready to go.
thinking about his itemization. First it was Vanguard, then it was Power Treads, and in the end decided to go for Arcane Boots, but now also wants to scale. I see Diffusal Blade picked up. Again, I think they're gonna run into the same issue where they don't have
Radiant's
initiation on
middle
their
tower
side.
is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified.
Diesel, maybe you want to after that. The Rolling Thunder. Feels like Jack having a great game and back-to-back kind of for him. And now they use the Doom on Crystal's bottom. He's been left alone. His puppy's been farming this entire time. He goes into the trees, but eventually dies. So Tundra now, even it up at 5, 2K lead, and things are getting shaky for Secret.
I got a little scared for a moment. You see Sven popping that out, you
Radiant's middle
start
tower
running
is
away
under
immediately. And yeah, Boom was on top of CS. 5 minutes into the game, now his bottom net worth in terms of force. So he's not really managed to
Radiant's
achieve
middle
much.
tower has fallen.
He lands a stun on Snaking, and Snake will TP out. He knows that they have very limited amount of
Dire's
stuns
top
on their
tower
side
is
unless
under
they commit
attack.
with Rolling Thunder. Mid lane
Dire's
already gone.
structures are fortified.
Like Team Secret to be able to take out this tier 1 tower top. 9, double damage, 3 points and sidekick. He could go for a solo kill here if he had Unleash available, but doesn't have it.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
Getting off to the side, I'd say a quick bit of damage with that double damage with the Maledict and you're dead. You need to take that top tier 1 for the side of Secret. Something back in terms of objectives, but again, things need to open up with Boom and can Armel kind of do what he did in the last game, and as much as that ended
That's
up
not that same type of hero, unfortunately. Because you like want to farm as Templar Assassin, and Tundra, they also like to farm. Like, I'm looking at this earlier item timing. You get Dragonlance, Nesso on Templar Assassin, Chen going for Solar Crest, some extra minus armor. There's going to be a lot of minus armor coming out from Templar Assassin. Monkey does benefit from it as well. Pango, once you start putting points in Lucky Shot. Get her. Now
Dire's top tower is under
huge
attack.
stacks that they made for him.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
6 stacks being made here by Saksa. It's really beneficial at the end of the day, not only for the Sven, but for him, of course, the changes to stacks. That will explode, and it's a Hurricane into the stun. Light Drain on the Snake King, but here's the rebound out. Balance Strike lands, they get the kill on a 9, they'll look over at Snake King,
Dire's top tower
and they'll
is
claim the
under
life of
attack.
Bull. Got
Radiant
themselves
structures
right by the
are
tier 1 tower
fortified.
mid, too.
Giga Chen Blade coming out from him. Hurricane into
Dire's
stun.
middle tower
Nicely
is
done,
under
which was
attack.
gonna secure them another tower.
Dire's middle tower
Put that together
has fallen.
perfectly.
Dire's
Really well
top
done. He's
tower
already got the
is
Solar
under
Crest,
attack.
too. Like, look at how farmed Puppy is on this Chen.
Radiant's
Yeah,
bottom
recent
tower
changes.
is
Now
under
that you
attack.
take over a creep with Holy Persuasion, you do get the gold for it. That was a nice one.
Radiant's bottom
people started to
tower
play
has
Chen off
fallen.
immediately after seeing that change. Then he kind of fell off. Now going back into the deck.
Yeah, you can just use that Holy Persuasion
Radiant
every
are
15
scanning.
seconds. Boom. There you go. Grab yourself a creep. Grab yourself. Getting that gold. So,
What you're thinking?
nah, the
Get
brain,
with
the
that.
brain's spinning. But I don't want to. I'm not confident enough to say something as stupid as this. But it feels like a much better Devourer. 15 seconds, and you get the creep gold bounty, right?
Yeah, but then you get like extra bonus gold, 195 on Devour. You get armor from it. You get abilities from a creep.
But like,
So, I'll hit you with the no.
man, I guess that one thing
What it tried to do in the previous game is go for Roche. Just 33 solo with the Beastmaster. Now 2 other cores, Theater and 9, will go for Roche. And it was like Team 6 definitely doesn't expect this one to happen.
Dire's top tower is under
I was
attack.
just trying to do the math in my head before I was saying that. second, so you have 4 fully persuasions. That's right. But Wukong's already came out, and now 33 run down and killed. Damage gets the kill there. They get the Aegis on the hands of Skitter.
They should be okay with that trade.
Yeah, he'll be fine with this Doom, or now wasted, I would say.
Sure, they got Aegis on Sven. This is gonna be big timing. Sven picking up Blink Dagger. Skeeter, he's the master of the hero. Like, he really knows the limits, knows when to farm, knows when to join these fights. He has
Dire's
these,
bottom
like,
tower is under
I'd say
attack.
Faceless Void also in his arsenal, one of the better heroes overall. When he plays it, it definitely
Dire's
feels like
structures are fortified.
very different to other carries when they're playing it.
Secret. They felt pressured to do something, and they've done a lot.
Dire's bottom tower.
I think that they have played these last 5 minutes or so as perfect as it can kind of get. I know they gave up the Aegis, but you get all 3 tier 1
Radiant's top
towers.
tower
You
is under
move,
attack.
you get a kill or 2 here and there. And I think you're in an okay spot.
This is the big timing for them. We still haven't seen Pangolier being used. Puppy again with Hurricane into stun from Centaur Conqueror. Doom is much more tanky this time around. He bought Crimson Guard. He was thinking about disassembling it, go into Octarine Core immediately, but doesn't want to go for it this time. Stacks again.
Sneaking. Uh-oh. Neutral creeps helping out there. Unfortunately, didn't get the kill, but they'll take him out. That means no cast, so a little bit of the lockdown now gone for Tundra, but a lot of their heroes have some sort of control. Stormhammer, Yamage just get Skitter with the God Strength pop, so the damage is there from the spin. The Rolling Thunder comes around and around. They're going to bounce off, trying to line it up with the disruption, but they don't have the timing on it, so now Puppy is going to die here to 9, and they have found themselves Boom. He gets onto the low ground with a shield crash, and now he needs to try and move, while the Wukong's command is going to be used as well. So the Snake King, Crystallis against that Boom, you're in the wrong base. You'll be sent to your own base.
I don't want to be a downer, but that's the wrong base, brother.
That's the wrong, the wrong location. Oh, jeez. Gosh.
A bit too, like, they placed Observer Ward, like 2 Observer Wards, one that just got killed off by Snaking, and one is still on the high ground in the enemy triangle, so they had a really good vision, but kind of an awkward fight. Like, I mean, you're fighting into Aegis on Sven, who was the one frontlining. Big usabilities on Sven. Pango with Rolling Thunder connects and realizes, well, crap, we can't really kill him, so goes backwards and dies in the end. One of the reasons why I'm so, might sound negative about this offlane Pango is because I played like 200 games Pango offlane in the last year or something, and it's, it felt terrible every single time, but you know, you try to make it work. In pots it's fine, in competitive Dota it feels lackluster.
Yeah, you play that or Pudge. You like those P heroes. Pudge, Pang.
Skill shot heroes. Then I always fall short. Yeah,
on
BKB
scan.
almost completed on Skeeter, hits level 15, has that extra 15 seconds on God Strength. I like how, you know, maybe we should add more these abilities on talents, like 15 talent, 15 set. You
Radiant
get
are
15 damage, 15 move speed. On 20, you get what I mean. Skeeter, keep
Hit with the Boom of the Stormhammer and doomed as well. They get the kill on the Boom, and they take out the Pango again. This is another one of those games where it just feels like Boom's not going to have any space to do what he wants in it.
Chen, it feels like Chen is eventually going to take over. Network. Yeah.
Dire's
It's been a
turret
thing,
has been
the
killed.
soft lane Chen. But yeah, Pango does struggle from the off lane. Like, it's very difficult to buy items. He was thinking again about getting the Blink Dagger to get connection from Rolling Thunder.
Radiant's
But
top
since you
tower
bought it,
is
use a
under
way that
attack.
puts you in a spot where it's not your playstyle. If you want to be getting swashbuckles, if you, say, let's say, had, I don't know, Lotus Orb, have a bit more tankiness, have a spell mechanic against some of these abilities, throw a Stormhammer Doom onto them,
Dire's
Shield
turret
Crash and the
has been
Blink Dagger,
killed.
then you're playing a different type of a game. Now with this Crucible Blade, you're stuck if you want to deal damage.
So it's killing 33 Superior that had the Octarine recipe on it. looking at the fact that he did want to disassemble.
I want disassemble and Cambridge. That's the only thing you can disassemble.
Minute to the Crimson Guard. Have to really start over. Not the Vanguard Arcane Boots build where you're just able to disassemble everything. The Valkyrie. Nullifier. Sucking. Torpedo. This one. Rolling Thunder is just gonna use and stuff.
Lobby some nullifier, especially early ones. You want to remove sidekick, remove Warcry armor. These are the big ones. Like later, we will have important items like Glimmer Caves, Force Staffs, maybe Solar Crests also being the spell. You want to lock onto a target and kill it off immediately. So that's a bit of a late Deso, I would say. 20 minutes into the game, he opted to go for different items. Dragonlance Blink Dagger. Let's see what they can do with this 20-minute Deso.
It's decent timing, right? Deso Nullifier combo.
Yeah, I mean, Secret, they still feel really strong coming into the fight. I would say it's just going to be about execution. Can they use this Glimmer Cape, the Cripify, heals, all these auras from Chen to keep people alive?
And then smoke. Let's see what they can do with it. Ags picked up here for the Marci.
That's a big one. Marci with Ags, it's going to be a lot of silences, and it also lowers the cooldown. Applies the spell against Lucky Shot, against Slow from Fusel Blade. In 1 minute, they will put that with the moon.
Strike. Shadow Demon as well. They got the dudes onto the Monkey King. They get the kill on the Grace Blast. They lose 9. Both dead for 45 seconds without life.
Radiant's
This is
top
something we
tower
talked
is
about.
under attack.
King, even if he pops Wukong's command there, if he gets, I don't know, extra 15, 20 armor, it's
Radiant's
not gonna be
top tower
enough.
has fallen.
Marci plus Sven will eat you alive.
Damage coming through and
Dire's bottom tower is under
killed
attack.
off there by Strength. Liberation still left over while Snaking dies. Only the
Next Roshan potentially respawning in 20. Let's see. Be on Radiant side for next 3 minutes if he spawns immediately. Hitter's massive. This Sven 14,000. Holding on to like level 18, 22 minutes into the game, you get extra 200% damage.
Yeah. He's got a lot there, but at the same time, like, you still have TA who's about to hit that level 18 too. Like, Ormel's kind of keeping up, but he just needs a little bit more of a beat up.
He's having a harder time locking onto a target and just killing it off. Getting some Deso charges, that's gonna help. But also feels like he needs a BKB, even though you are playing into Shadow Demon, playing into Doom, so you could problems there. Usually itemize for every single hero on their side. Let's see if he puts up the shard. I want to see it on Witch Doctor. Never mind.
Sonic Cleanse. Meanwhile, Smoke used. Roach is going to get a long respawn. There's still another 2 minutes, 20 seconds on it. Spawn to the Radiant side. They'll give a Nullifier. The right hits the Rolling Thunder. They have the control on the 33. They'll get this kill. Crystallis desperately needs that gold as his game is really slowed down. Gets the kill.
Roshan, ooh, long spawn, unfortunately for Team Secret. If it was there immediately, they kill it off before they can take the fight. Tundra. So in the end, it's gonna be on Dire's side.
Gonna be up top,
Dire
and we'll see what Secret can do to kind of maybe get a chance at this Roche. They're on the bottom of the side of the map, so they need to be. Seeing how teams going in full through Twin Gates end up being their demise.
Gotta be careful. Imagine going through the Twin Gates against hero like Sven, Witch Doctor. You get, like, you're gonna disappear. Pass all
Stormhammer dead.
One mistake. 9, level 15. This mid Marci, that hero Chen usually DPC, but gotta give him respect. This man has been
Radiant's top
innovative
tower
for a
is under
very
attack.
long time now, playing these different heroes. Some retired too much from competitive Dota. We see him in like qualifiers, Div 2, but he's the same type of a player, I would say. And we need him, someone to copy, like someone to innovate, and others to start copying on.
I like the innovation that we see from these mid lanes. It's like,
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
everybody coming through the twin
Radiant
gates.
structures are fortified.
Merciless, Wukong's Boundless Strike, and the Disruption. That'll save him for a moment. Primal Spring with the Rolling Thunder. And now they're parked 3. They've got the trap down. It's coming from the side. They're going to also bump him up into the air. He's trying to get some damage out as they now this is problematic for the Puna. Surviving for a little bit longer. He's got the Necrotify. He silence up. Armel starting to fight for the BKB. Another rebound over to the Chen. But Chen's able to survive. Armel's going to land up on from 9. They get the kill on the left to the right. Skitter with the God Strength. Starting to right-click over, but they've got the Nullifier. They're chasing. They want to get a kill here on the Skitter. They want to take out the Sven. But Snake Gate's back of the field. You need to be careful with the cast. Because the ult coming out from this witch buyback. There's the Maledict. Cast bouncing. They go to the ult. They get the kill on the boom. They take the Pangolier. They pop back on Yamage. 9 also got back into the fight. The Infernal Blade. Now the right clicks with the God Strength. Armel is not going to be able to survive. As they'll take out the TA, take away the Spree, and Skitter getting a lot of that gold. Oh, they're not done more. They want the Stormhammer. They catch Puppy. And down goes this Chen. Coming into a bit of a win here for the side of Tundra.
Yeah, it was a bit of an awkward fight at the start, but they bought back on 2 heroes. Now they're gonna take those. Let's see who decides to pick up Agent this time. 9. He brought back in the previous fight. It feels like he needs a little bit more like tankiness, I would say. You know, like maybe a BKB is needed because they can't kite him. This Decryptify comes with a lot of problems. He can't really hit. Glimmer Caves as well. Let's see who's gonna pick it up in the end. Peter, take a slot. Would have been looking for the mega slot. Seems like they're not on the same page. What happened in the second game as well? Well, we gotta pick it up in the end. AC will be finished on Sven. And Warcry armor. This is the level 20 talent on Sven.
Yeah, that plus the Shard.
25 plus 5 coming from AC. That's 30 armor to his team. This is why Nullifier is so good. Like, he understands that he needs to tank up. Because all 3 cores from Secret relies on dealing heavy physical damage. Oh. And there we go. I forgot about it. Thank you, Mr. Observer. It is undispellable. I don't see too much Sven in. My bad, my bad.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Always crying, always in. Get her. Strong Sven.
Excellent.
With that God Strength, he outputs a lot of damage to his heroes, and well, we saw Mel, who was standing his ground, trying
Radiant's
to do
top tower is under attack.
Tomatoist. They see a Tormentor available on the side of Tundra over here on the secret side of the map. They're going to grab themselves another shard. It's time for Doom. Snake already has it.
Are scanned.
Sweet. Doom's going to get that upgrade to the Infernal
Radiant's
Blade.
top tower is under attack.
Good old level 10. More damage,
Radiant's
more
top
stun.
tower has fallen.
Suddenly, he has Shiva's card. He was sitting on Crimson card for a long period of time, just offering for suddenly boosts travel, Shiva's card, the most strong hero in the game. There's one hero that you don't want to give to 33. I believe that's Doom, but Team Secret thought they could handle it. Seems like he's been causing a lot of problems. It's not one of those games where he like pops off, uses Doom, gets like multiple kills. It's more about items that he brings to the table. Right now, he feels almost unkillable. 40 armor, 40 physical, that's 70% physical resistance coming up from Doom. Without Warcry, it would be awful.
Man, this is going to be a struggle now. 10,000 net worth. But that being said, they brought it back before. That last game was very back and forth like this. lot of that maybe relies on Mel getting another damage item and Chrysalis potentially finding this cash.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
Went for BKB in the end. Wants to not get stunned. Doesn't want to get disrupted, but Demonic Purge. Rakta has been doing a really good job casting it on either Armel or on Chrysalis to reduce their damage. Monkey doesn't get to play Dota if he's hurt in a team fight. You don't get those Jingu Mastery stacks. It's a lot of your damage taken out.
Up here. You got that level 20 skill, that talent, up by the TA, the 3 meld armor reduction.
Usually you see meld dispels, but there's not much in this game, so also wants to have some like extra. He's playing it so much armor on the enemy side, so he wants to lower them further behind. He's gonna be fine here.
There's a way for Armel to get the shard without purchasing it at the moment, because if he wants that Daedalus, I think that would do a lot of work potentially in these fights, especially if you're able to land a trap on, say, the Shadow Demon where he can't disrupt anybody. I think a 3.5 second silence on some of these heroes is pretty massive.
Still don't have gem available, so Labs could be the ones like, yeah, locking onto these two supports, killing them off instantly. Could make a difference.
You're not going to get a shard from a torrent. Buying it yourself.
And you're also not killing tormentors. Tundra is invading your XP runes, killing them off.
The XP difference right now is 23% in favor of Tundra. It's about plus 10 levels. So
when you say it, plus 10 levels seems easier to understand than 100%.
23% is a big number when you compare it to XP, right? No, you just think big number, big difference. 92%
damage. Yes. That works. 8%. I mean, these heroes, when you think about itemization, if you can buy one item that's going to counter 2 or 3 cores, I would say you kind of messed up with the draft, because you have like heavy physical, you're playing into Sven who has AC, then you build items like Tavis. Later down the line, you will get Tavis halberds. And it feels like Solar Crest. It feels super good to buy items because you protect against multiple heroes on the enemy side.
Net worth lead just getting higher and higher.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
Real problem here for Secret. Try not to end the season 1-6. Just get this victory. It gives them a shot of getting to the tiebreak.
Yeah, just get that dub, bro.
Just get that dub down 15-10. Just saying, a lot more on the line here for them, say overall, with Tundra, who have already qualified for the major. So pressure's on Secret, for sure.
33 TPs to the top lane, has Quickening Charm, has Ocarine for his TP will be available in 15 seconds. That's Pot 2 we're talking about, so he can TP onto Sven who goes in, find the right target. I feel like in this situation, if you land a good Doom on Templar Assassin, a lot of damage is just taken out.
Doctor. Swashbuckler just getting a little forward there and not gold. Secret really crowded their own base. I mean, this net worth is just getting higher, higher, and higher. Finished on Sven. He's ready to pull in these heroes. He's going into the Satanic next. Like, don't know what you do here by Secret. They're turtling as much as they can, but how much can the shell take?
Question. This is what Tundra does to their opponents. They just choke them out of the map. Look where 33 is farming right now. These are outer rings we're talking about. The rest of the team farming the jungle, but also being ready to take a fight.
Radiant's top tower.
They are waiting for the next Roche to respawn. This third Roche. Potentially in 30 seconds.
ended time would be. Somehow Secret can win a fight and get their hands on this Aegis. It would, they just can't give up. Giving up this road means they lose the game. Look at this, just 18,000 now. Might just going up so fast. They've got a quick farmer with the Great Cleave from Skitter. You've got the Devour and the farming from Doom. Secret, their heat map right now is not great. And fortunately for them, another long duration. That is another full duration.
More like a cold map. They've been frozen solid inside their own base, not managing to make any kind of a move right now. Roche, 2 minutes. It's gonna be on Dyer's side. 33, pinging it out.
Wisdom rune.
I'm looking at the items and I don't see that like one big item that's gonna make difference. Huge comeback. They need Rolling Thunder to connect multiple heroes, and finally Boom decides to pick up a Blink Dagger on Pango, so his initiation gonna be much better. They feel like, but they don't know when Roshan's respawning, so they need to go in, check things out.
He's got Ags too, so maybe he can get something done.
Emphasis, it's on maybe.
No,
Not gonna be an easy one for him. He jumps in. 33 like doomed him a couple of times while he's rolling, so he can't get away from trouble, and they focus him down afterwards. Right now, you want to be looking at a different target. Templar Assassin or Monkey, whoever shows. You can also choose if you have really good vision, provided from Shiva's guard, overwhelming blink as well. Now pick up 3, so be extra slow, extra damage.
These trees, have been so big in these fights. Game 2, we saw constantly heroes hiding in these trees and trying to make themselves invisible.
Both teams doing the same.
Mirroring their movements, looking to wait for Roche. Now they've got the trap in the pit. Look at Snake, he's dropping the gem off the courier. Just... oh, come get the gem.
Small ward, short ward from Yamage that he just doesn't provide them with much vision, but gives them maybe enough to get a pick off if someone steps in. Courier
has been killed.
Maybe was using it. Now gonna get some help. He's gonna get it.
Oh god,
gonna get it off.
Well, with the disruption, he probably has the opportunity to do so. Force staff onto the high ground. The right click's not gonna do enough. Abyss is there.
Rolling Thunder committed. That's their big team fight. That's their stun. That's their control.
So that's on cooldown for 75 seconds, and with that, Roche is gonna be up. Tap down, you see that Roche is available, but can you blink into the pit? Maybe try to steal it. Look at the noses here up the side of
25 plus 25. A lot of gold coming out.
51.
Yeah. Saksa, ready with the disruption one more time. Seeing these plus 25s, I can only see it here because I don't see it in the games when I'm playing them. See, Snake a bit low on mana here. It does have a Lotus. Great feeling.
More Observer Gold for Snaking. More Observer Gold. He's got like 1,000 gold in the last 3 seconds of these times. They go to the Wukong's command. Nobody's in the circle. They don't have a sprint that's going to land here on the spin as well as the Doom, but they've already got the Doom. Out onto Armel. She's back to kill off Yamage. He's going to buy back. Hit Snake King. Not going to kill Armel, so he's going to be able to come back into the fight eventually, but they've got the Gods Effect. They go to the Nullfire. They hit the BKB on this Monkey King. Crystal is trying to run away, but they get the kill to Puppy. Now thinking about whether or not he should go in on this, but they already got the kill to Crystal. If he doesn't have buyback, they're going to boots travel back in onto the spin. Overwhelming Blink, looking for Armel, going after the Templar Assassin. Yamage over to the side, he just popped back, so he's got to really put himself in a safe position. Skitter comes in with a two-man storm counter, and Armel gets the refraction off. Here comes Boom, in Rolling Thunder with a disruption. That's going to help the spin. Can they control him. He's got no mana, but it doesn't matter. Puppy Armel and Yavich go down. And Boone can't do anything. Look at that. The drop down by Snake King. 9 gets the kill. Full team wipe here for the side of Tundra. A 30,000 net worth lead, and if they wanted it, Roche is theirs.
Is
I
under
don't even
attack.
think they need it.
I can't believe they fell for it like 2 times in a row. Snaking goes in, he's like killing their server wards, killing their traps. They go for it, he gets disrupted. In the end, he dies. He comes back into a fight because it's a dire side. The dire is controlling this area. The outpost that they have, also having switcheroo, sidestep, keeping the distance, and Wukong command doesn't connect anybody pretty much. Red was a little cautious there after he went in, and yeah, 15 seconds. Until Templar Assassin, until Monkey is up now. So wants to buy back. They want to go for a net or end this game. They have more than enough damage.
Oh, the silence on a Chrysalis goes to the battle. Striking to the line out. No, it won't be the victory. And Tundra